Two ball clubs, one division. We'll see the Kansas City Royals on the road as they play against the Chicago White Sox. The MLB, only on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody. Major League Baseball, 2K Sports, Gary Thorne, John Clark, and Steve Phillips. We are into the meat of September now as the season starts winding down. A look at Carlos Quentin, no doubt getting ready for some offensive punch. They love being here, and they're ready to cheer. Over 40,000 in their seats. Starting pitcher, John Danks. Steve, he gets going here against Kansas City. What do you think we're going to see from him?
Well, the scouting report against this lineup is if you execute your pitches, hit your spots, keep the ball down in the zone, you can shut them down. And with a quality left-hander like this on the mound, he shouldn't have too much difficulty.
And we'll have a chance now to see how the Royals line up. Presented, and it's Juan Pierre now to lead it off. It was a loss last time out for the Royals, it being the first of three against the White Sox. That's a good pitch from Danks. It's in there. And that last game, a half dozen runs behind.
Just couldn't contain the offense of the other team. They just pummeled them.
Here's the delivery. Well, that's a good start. First batter, first hit. And now's a good time to take a brief look how the White Sox stack up defensively. What do you like out there, Steve?
Joe Creedy has great reactions in the hot corner, Gary. He has great instincts to be able to move, glove the ball, and a strong, accurate arm.
And that one fouled off by DeJesus. Now 0-2. Danks with some pitches to play with.
You can throw the ball down in the zone with that kind of movement. It can be very effective.
There's a swing and contact. This one to Damon. And DeJesus picks up the single. Here's a look at what's coming up for the White Sox. Final game with Kansas City is tomorrow. After that, they'll be playing host to the Twins, and we'll get a chance to see Delman Young. That's a team they beat pretty soundly the last time around. That's a three-game series. And after that, they'll be home against the Tigers. Have to deal with Carlos Guillen and the rest of that lineup. It's a team they handled all right the last time up. They'll try for a repeat performance. Nothing easy coming up. RBI, let's see if Billy Butler can get it. That one swung on its line. Beckham able to pull that one. That keeps those runners at first and second.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down, work his way out of this jam, and keep the score tied.
RBI champ headed for the middle. And it's through. Base hit on Keel. Pierre scores.
What a great piece of hitting right there to give his team that early 1-0 lead.
Diaspo at the plate. And with the lead, this lineup looks as though they're ready to do some more damage. Still a ways to go, but pitching's on the ground to second. And he's got it. Gets one at second. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get one.
They get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten two right there.
2 men on, 2 men out. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that one to fall in, and the run will score. Good pitch down low, Steve, but a better at bat.
Well, he did a real nice job going down in his swing to get that low ball to be able to pick up the hit.
Two down. Runners at first and second. Here it comes. Hit in the air to center field. This one's going to be fielded by Ramirez. And there's the third out. And it didn't take long. Our first 2 runs. First inning, trouble coming. The Royals lead it 2-0. And we've got Brian Bannister out on the mound for Kansas City. He'll be starting. And as he looks at this White Sox lineup, what are they going to see from him today?
Well, you watch Brian Bannister out on the mound, you're going to recognize nothing's overpowering with his stuff. He really needs to command and move the ball around and work his sequence of pitches.
And Damon's trying to stretch it. Pulls into second with that double, so he's in scoring position now with nobody else. Get to take a look at one here that probably should have ended at first base.
Well, he had the burners on coming out of the batter's box and rounding first base. Great aggressiveness on his part. He didn't let up, and he gets in safely.
No indecision when he got to first base.
That's how you get in safely to second.
delivers this ball. A soaring drive deep left center field. Out of here, a homer and a two-run shot. This two-run homer ties the game up. Clutch piece of hitting.
Now credit the White Sox offense. Attacking, trying to do what they can to bring this thing back, evening it up. Tie game now. Let's see if they can't add on some more runs, Gary.
Line shot into center field. And Konerko retired. One away now. Lineup for the White Sox. Let's take a look. It is courtesy of Pepsi. Any of these bats stand out, John?
But when you watch Johnny Damon, you don't want to emulate his swing. It's not one of the prettiest swings you ever see in baseball, but it is one of the more effective ones.
Here's a ball hit soaring into deep center field. That ball is still going. Gone. That's a dinger. And a solo home run. They lead by one.
Well, that's what you want. Run support for your pitching and attack the opposition. That's what the White Sox are doing right here.
And it goes foul. Steve, they wanted to get out in front. Now with a chance to continue here and maybe build up a little padding.
Now listen, you fell behind on the top half of the inning. You're able to take the lead back here. Now you want to start extending because you know your pitcher may be struggling today.
Just what they're going to be looking at here. Pile those runs up. Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch.
That's a hard-biting curveball right there with great break. Awfully tough to put in play. Swung right through it.
And Rios is batting. And at the plate, one of the tops in runs scored, top 5. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. This is a one-hopper off the wall. Rios towards third base. They apply the tag. He is out at third. But they strike for 3 runs here thanks to 2 home runs in the inning. The White Sox leading now. They've got the momentum. And we've got Anderson batting.
Center fielder, number 32, Ryan N. Anderson.
Danks gets set and delivers. Swing and a miss. Anderson strike 1.
See if he can't continue what he did last night when he picked up a couple hits.
Ground ball towards second. Beckham. That's one away.
Let's take a look where the Kansas City Royals rank right now in the American League. 4th in stolen bases, 9th in batting with runners in scoring position, and they're in the top 10 in team batting average. That depth and length of the lineup paying big dividends for this team as they seem to find ways to get base hits.
There's a strike from Danks, now 0-1.
It's a nice location with that fastball down in the zone. If he makes contact, it's going to be a ground ball.
0-1. Good hard cutter in for a called strike. Swing and a miss on the cutter that time. 2 down.
Okay, now we're going to get a chance to see the cutter here, Gary.
The ball's going up and in on him, and he still should have been able to handle it.
John, it really looked like he had some trouble timing that swing.
But you've got to be especially careful about timing these inside pitches because as a hitter, you need to shorten up your swing just to get to him.
And Juan Pierre to bat. He's the league leader in stolen bases. Ground ball to short. Throws on to first. Side is retired. So John Danks gets him free up, 3 down. Settles down after getting up the deuce in the first. And it'll be the White Sox. Leading it off, A.J. Brzezinski.
Number 12, A.J. Brzezinski.
He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike 1.
Well, he's got to have some confidence in this one. 3 hits in the game last night. Must be seeing the ball well.
To the left side. And so Brzezinski retired.
Third base, number 29.
Joe Crady in the box.
Joe Crady.
Nobody on base, 1 away. Back up the middle. And Creedy's got himself a single. So Jim Thome coming up.
A good piece of hitting right there with 1 out. Now let's see what they can do with him now that they've got a man on first. but one of the more powerful swings you will ever see. I mean, Jim Thome's a big, big man, 6'3", over 250 pounds. So if you're a pitcher and you're facing Jim Thome, you
swung on, hit this one towards Anderson. 2 away.
Let's take a chance now to take a look at where the White Sox sit today in the rankings in the American League. First in batting average. First in batting average with runners in scoring position. And they're also #1 in hits, a lineup that puts the ball in play, finds holes, and gets themselves on base. A real bonus to scoring runs.
And it's Johnny Damon now, right there in the top 5 in home runs. First pitch on the way to Damon. First pitch, curveball, swung on and missed, 0-1.
Such a consistent, productive, professional hitter. You know, one of their best bats in the lineup, Gary.
Swung on, hit, Aviles. And he'll step on the back, that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, and no one left on base. White Sox 3, Royals 2. Number 2 hole set to get things started. It's Trey Hillman you're looking at. Right now, his team trailing by a run, figuring out the necessary pieces of the puzzle to get this thing at least tied up. David DeJesus now to lead it off. Fresh count on DeJesus. Here it comes. There's a strike from Danks, now 0-1.
And you can hit your spot with that kind of movement down and into the hitter, you're way ahead of the game.
Called strike outside corner. Quickly in the hole now, 0-2. Here's the pitch. And that one fouled off by DeJesus. Strike 3 called on the fastball. One away.
Well, 90 miles per hour on the gun, but still not much movement.
Well, you'll see this one headed for the outside corner of the plate. And I think the batter might have gotten fooled looking for something else because that was definitely a hittable pitch.
And you get a note like that, he's going to head back thinking about that and not wanting another at bat to end that way. Here's the first pitch. He swings and drives this one. Rios will field. Didn't have a problem getting over there in time.
Designated hitter, number 24.
And here's Rick Ankiel. Base is empty with 2 outs. Swings, hits this one in the air down the right field line. And that is in there. The tying run is on base. So that brings Alberto Callaspo to the plate.
Well, even though there's 2 outs, you never want to think you're out of an inning. And this guy came up there and hit this ball hard somewhere. He gets on base with that solid hit. And who knows what can happen after that.
Throw over to second base. A force to retire the side. And so a good inning for John Danks. And he's been effective since giving up. And it's Alexei Ramirez now to lead it off. He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Well, complete game here for him. I mean, you talk about the RBIs, the homers, and this guy's doing everything today.
And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Swung on, hit. This one towards Anderson. 1 away. Take a peek here at the league home run leaders, courtesy of State Farm.
Well, it's such an asset to an offense when you hit the ball on the ballpark, and these guys are clearly so important to their teams. That ability to drive in a run from first base or to drive yourself in from the plate.
And it's Paul Konerko now. He's the league leader in ribbies. The pitch from Bannister. That's it, foul by Konerko.
Just a solid offensive player day in and day out, and a guy that really can deliver for this offense.
Flied to right. That's going to bring Carlos Quinton up. Here's that race in the Central Division brought to you by State Farm. Season in the home stretch now. First place, the White Sox. In second place, it's the Royals. Third place goes to the Indians. Twins are 4th. And rounding out the list, the Tigers. Last time up, he launched one out of the park. One out, man on first. First pitch to Quinton. And Bannister gets him swinging for the first strike.
The batter was obviously looking for something else. You see how way out in front he was on that swing.
Ball is blasted, a long high drive deep to center field. Over the wall, goodbye, a two-run homer.
White Sox lead expanding here, Gary. They just keep giving big hits.
Number 15, Gordon Beckham.
Here's the pitch. Well hit towards the middle.
Out the plate.
Makes a terrific play and a fine throw.
Well, this should have been a base hit. The hitter thought the ball was going through, but a tremendous effort keeping it in the infield and getting the out.
Dingman will be their new pitcher. He's been chosen to take over out there.
Well, there is such a thing as manager's prerogative, but he's going to have to answer some questions about this after the game because there's no obvious reason why he has to come out.
And Alex Rios up. He's in the top echelon of hits right now. Pitch on the way. And Rios looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count. He baffled him with a curveball, 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Swing and a miss, gets away. He's heading for first. And there's the throw down to first base, and they got him.
Nice play by the catcher. Time to get out of the crouch and get it over to first base ahead of the batter. Sometimes these things can get away from you. He did a great job keeping it in front.
Good hustle and a great arm. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. White Sox up 3. Avila's at the plate. Single homer run in his last at bat.
Number 30, Mike Avila.
And Przinsky calls for the pitch. Swung on line to right center field. Into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. He's going to try and test him here. He'll hold there at second base. Credit him with a double.
Third base.
Well, this is just a good piece of hitting right here. No out starting the inning, and you're put yourself in scoring position. That's big.
And it's Alex Gordon now. Lifetime 1 for 11 off John Danks. Swing, hot shot, and it gets through. Now the tying run at the plate. The throw, a run scores.
Coming it back.
Situations repeating themselves here. A chance to produce, and they are.
Ryan N. Anderson.
Well, with one run already across the board and nobody out, this has the potential of being a really big inning. Let's see if they...
Swung on and a grounded to first.
You're out of there.
And that's out number 1 as he takes it to the bag. Our State Farm leaderboard, the group of arms who have been lights out over the past 10 games. Number 1, the White Sox. The Red Sox second. In third, the Indians. Fourth, the Orioles. And fifth best, the A's.
You take a look at these pitching staffs and how successful they've been limiting the opposition in runs scored, and that can go a long way to helping a team win.
The first pitch. And he watches a cut fastball to start the at-bat for strike 1. He's hit .304 lifetime against the White Sox. A liner headed for the hole, and that gets the tying run on board. And Gordon's on his way home, and he scores.
For the Kansas City Royals.
Chances coming here by the bushels full for Kansas City.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, swing and a bouncer up the middle. He's up with it. 1, Over to first and safe. Very close play. They will not get the double play.
They get the lead runner at second base, but I think they would have liked to have gotten 2 right there.
Oh, Pierre trying to steal. And he's in there at second base. Danks gets set and delivers. Hit on the ground over to shortstop. And he is safe at third ahead of that play.
Now coming to bat.
Boy, what a
Kansas
time
City
now to
Royals.
capitalize if they can.
Number 16.
Well, as a pitcher, there's absolutely nothing you can do about this. You hate these type of hits, but he makes a great pitch. The ball just hit in an absolute perfect spot where no one can get to it in time to beat him on the throw to first.
Swing and lined up the middle. And in there, the Royals will get a run.
Now coming to bat.
Well, that's 10 hits right now in this ball game for him. And, you know, you're going to have to wonder how much longer the manager's going to stick with this guy.
RBI chance for Rick Ankiel. Always good when you can get a ball game tied up again, so you're not having to look up the offense doing the job.
Well, they bounced right back and tied this baby up with that one, Gary.
And he starts Ankiel out. Danks gets him to swing. A miss for a strike. Well, that's important early in the ball game. You want to make this into a seesaw battle. That's what they've done.
You're going to be all right with the seesaw battle. Sometimes that makes you nauseous. You're going to feel okay?
That's it. And he scores, and they take the lead. And Butler scores 2. Oh, this offense, every opportunity they get, they manufacture something out of it. Tiaspo at the plate. And Steve, they've got the edge right now. They're getting some big runs at an important part of the game. Trying to salt it away early. Hit on the ground towards second. Beckham throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Boy, a manager loves to see this. They strike for an enormous inning. Kansas City's got the lead now. Look at the manager, Ozzie Guillen. He has to be really upset right now with that last breakdown they had on the mound. They had the lead, now behind, and I mean really behind. It's going to be Przinsky, one of the best batting averages in the league. 1 away. On tap for the Royals as this summer comes to a close. 1 game left for the White Sox. That's tomorrow. They bring in a club they need to settle a score with, the Oakland Athletics. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then they kick off a series with division rivals. A line drive towards the hole, and it's caught. The play by Gordon.
Well, Gary, I tell you what, I think he caught that one in self-defense. He couldn't even move. He had to just get the glove up.
Tomei gets in. Here's the first delivery. There's a ball hit well deep into center field. Way back, way back. Gone. Goodbye home run. They trim a bit off that deficit. A solo shot, only 1 down.
He just didn't get the kind of late movement he wanted on that cutter there, Gary, and the hitter able to center the ball and drive it out of the ballpark. Good hitting. Gary, they need to continue to score, but already the White Sox have some momentum. They've drawn close.
Johnny Damon.
First pitch on the way to Damon. Hit in the air, in right, foul territory. Had a look at that one, but can't come up with it. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Veteran Damon, though, he'll cut it down and try to just poke it out there. And it's called fight. It's called seeing the full game in front of you. That's what's happened here, and now they're coming back.
And they're doing it early, so they know they've got more time, but you cut the margin now, you pass them later.
Well, they chip away, grabbing an important run with that solo big fly. The White Sox, they're not going to concede this. They've made a pretty good chunk out of that lead.
Fifth inning.
Glad you're with us this afternoon. Some fans bundled up in their jackets, a little chilly.
Mike Avila.
Avila's at the plate. He's our first batter here in the 5th. Freddie Garcia is going to be pitching. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, this wasn't the type of start the pitcher wanted, or the manager wanted, or his team wanted. Now they've got to see if the bullpen can do a little bit better.
And here's the first one. Swing and a rocket toward short. And he gets it down. That's his 3rd hit, 3 for 3. So Alex Gordon will come up. Now the teams that have been finding their way on base. Our State Farm leaderboard on base percentage for the last 10. Number 1, the White Sox. The Yankees 2nd. The Royals 3rd. 4th, the Orioles. And for the Blue Jays, they are in 5th.
Well, I tell you, when you watch these two teams play over the last 10 days, there seems to be a fight at the bat rack. Everyone wants to get up because they know they're going to get on base. These two teams have been on base so much in the last 10 days that it just makes it look like there's a crowd on the base paths. The pitchers better be at the top of their game, and they better be throwing strikes because they will take a walk. And if they do, they're probably going to come around to score.
And the 1-2 pitch from Garcia. And that's swung on and hit. Rios. And in there, he's 2 for 3 today. Kansas City gets a shot at it right now.
Number 32.
He takes this 1-2 pitch down in the zone. He's able to go down and get it. Get a good part of the bat on the ball and pick up the base hit.
That's a tough pitch to hit. When you're behind in the count, you just want contact, and he got it. Garcia gets set and delivers. That swung on and hit. Quentin's going to play it. What runner on his way to 3rd?
Well, they're down already early in this game. They can't afford a big inning against them. That's a big first out. Now let's see what else he can do.
And Kendall's in the box. He's hitting .333 lifetime off Freddie Garcia. First pitch on the way. First pitch, fastball, 0-1.
Some guys really like the low fastball. In this situation, though, he ends up taking the pitch.
0-1, fastball and a called strike. A line drive toward short. He grabs it. There's one. And they get 2. Great double play. And to the dugout he goes, Freddie Garcia. And it'll be the White Sox. And it's Alexei Ramirez now to lead it off. He's got one of the best averages in the American League. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Swings at that first delivery. Curveball by him, 0-1. And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now. Spotted by Kendall. Fly ball deep left, but it'll end up in the seats foul. Swing and a miss. 3 strikes, and Alexei Ramirez is set down.
Credit the pitcher right there. Good 2-strike pitch down and away. Not much he could have done with that, even if he had made contact.
And here's Paul Konerko. He leads the American League and runs batted in. Cut fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. He deals. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Konerko now will look to tighten up that zone.
Gotta love that location down and away, and with that kind of movement, not many guys are going to put it in play.
Rung him up. Strike 3. Count that one as a K. Carlos Quentin at the plate with 2 away. He's number 1 in runs scored in the league. First pitch to Quentin. Swing and a miss on the cutter. 0-1.
Gary, he can really swing the bat. Just a quality approach at the plate. Day in and day out, that consistency is critical to their success.
And that is in there. The tying run is on base. He's trying for second. You love to see this kind of an effort. This is a single that becomes a double.
You take a look at this slide. He goes in very hard headed to second base, full speed, able to beat a play.
And that was speed. And Beckham's in the box. Career average for him, only 135 off the Royals. He chases that one high, starts out with a strike.
Well, looking back to last night's game, a major contribution offensively, then went deep. Nice job.
Strike two. Gordon Beckham now will have to keep an eye out on the strike zone. Hot shot towards the hole. And he'll step on first to retire the side. They pick up no runs on one hit. And it's Juan Pierre now to lead it off. He's the stolen base leader in the American League at the moment. Here's the first pitch. Watches that fastball. That goes by him for a strike.
I'll tell you, this makes the game exciting for me. The strategy that comes into play with a guy like this on the bases means one of the best base fielders around.
Foul! That's hit foul by Pierre. Here's a swing and a line drive. And it's caught by Ramirez. And fans, look out for next Tuesday. New York Yankees are roadbound as they take the trip to Tampa Bay to face the Rays. Going to be starting at 7 o'clock Eastern.
Well, I guess, look, if you and John are going to be at that one, I want to go do that game too, because that looks like it's going to be a good one.
This is a swing hit in the air. And in there for a base hit. He's 3 for 4 today. So that brings up Billy Butler.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
First pitch is on the way to Butler. That one is hit well. Quentin's there. And he gets that one down. His second hit, 2 for 4 today. This a great situation for some offense.
Well, that's hit number 15 in them for that one. And boy, you get 15 hits in a game. The manager can just sit back and relax and watch his team work.
Garcia gets set and delivers. He grabs it off the hop. And that'll retire on Keel. That one looked like he nearly keeled over trying to make that throw.
Now, any throw, the key part of it is the footwork, and he had good footwork right there.
And that's a major league player right there. And the first pitch. Ground ball headed for the middle. Ramirez, a nice play on that one. Throws to first, side is retired. And Alex Rios to lead off. And one of the league's most prolific hitters in the top 5. Here's the pitch. Out in front on that one, strike 1. There's contact. He drove it well. And it's caught. Play by Anderson. Going to be Brzezinski. And he's in the top 10 in the league in runs. First pitch, here it comes. That's it. Pretty well down the line and left. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. And he's in at second with a double, 1 out. Joe Crady looks to knock in a run. Career average 276 against the Royals. First pitch to Crady. A swing and a ball hit high and deep. Down the line and right. And bye-bye. That's a 2-run homer. Great turnaround for him. A 2-run homer. They lead by 1. Two runs on the board on the long ball. Contributes to the chance of winning, you bet. Here's our Pepsi WPA graph.
Gary looked like he was setting on that pitch. He got it and drove it out of the park.
And what they're going to want to do in this ball game now is take advantage of that and build that momentum up.
Now, they need to still be aggressive out there. Go right after it. Gary, White Sox couldn't be happier right now. They've gotten the hits they needed. They've taken the lead. They're looking to add on more, hoping to end up winning this game.
The pitch up the middle. And that gets in there. Tomei a base hit. And that'll bring Johnny Damon to the plate. Top 5 AL in runs scored. Runner at first with 1 down. First pitch on the way to Damon. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Veteran Damon, though, he'll cut it down and try to just poke it out there. Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
Here's the curve
Number 10.
on K-King.
This is a tough pitch to handle, but he takes the swings anyway.
And Johnny had to do that, right?
Well, it would have been a strike regardless, but sometimes you got to make the pitcher work a little bit harder out there for the good of the team.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. What a year for him, top 5 in homers. Here's the pitch. And it's 0-2. Alexei Ramirez going to have to protect now. A swing and a miss. Alexei Ramirez is retired. So they strike for 2 runs, and that gives them the lead. The White Sox. And looking on, Trey Hillman. Maybe a moment of recovery here for him, watching his team fall behind, now trying to figure out how to get some production. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
Well, I think right now, when you're up by a run in the 7th inning, you've shortened the game, you've got the lead, you want to throw strikes. Do not give them any free passes and catch the ball behind your pitcher.
Swung, ground ball to short, and Ramirez fields the ball. And that's in plenty of time for the out. And it's Alex Gordon now for 1 out, nobody on. First pitch on the way to Gordon. Called strike. Garcia got that one in. It's 0-1.
Now, Gary still dealing with that 1-run differential. 1 out here in the 7th inning. And again, I think it's about making plays right now and offensively force the issue. Get somebody on base and put the pressure on the pitcher.
Liner between first and second. And Konerko makes the catch. And we've got Anderson batting. Still without a hit yet in the game. He'll get another chance here. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a line drive. And he's there to retire the side. And they're unable to make any noise here in this half inning. The White Sox still ahead. And Paul Konerko to lead it off. Called out on strikes in his last appearance.
Number 14, Paul Konerko.
First pitch is a slider in there, 0-1. Career average 276 against the Royals. That swung on, line towards the gap in left center. And in there, second hit for him in the ball game in his 4th plate appearance. Look at the hit leaders for this month. It's on our State Farm leaderboard.
Right fielder. Number
Here's
20,
Carlos Quentin.
Carlos Quentin.
Nobody on base and nobody out. First pitch to Quentin. Head up the middle.
Now up to the plate.
What a great snag right there to get the out. Tremendous athletic play.
Here is the opportunity for the youngster Gordon Beckham. 1 out, runner on at first. First pitch to him. And that's a strike. Well, maybe someone ought to have him step out for just a minute. He went after one in the dirt. And he's out in front on that pitch, so he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, anytime you recognize a slider, you got to be very patient with it. You can't be over anxious. You got to stay back, and then when you see it good enough, let it fly.
And he leaves that one alone. Gordon Beckham showing patience on leaving up the count. The pitch, a smash to first. The second for 1. Over to first, he is safe. Almost a double play, not quite enough time.
For the Chicago White Sox.
And down on the mound, we've got Robinson Tejada.
51.
He's been brought in to take over for the Royals.
This is where the manager earns his money. Let's see if this move pays off.
It's Alex Rios. He's hitting .333 lifetime off the Royals. Rios looks at that one for a ball. That'll even the count. Did rip at that one, but he misses 1 and 2. Now Kendall spots the pitch. Fly ball deep left, but it'll end up in the seats foul.
Ball.
1-2 pitch coming. He strikes out Alex Rios on a swing and a miss. No runs at a base hit. They leave one man on at first. The White Sox 8, Royals 7. Bottom of the order to get things started. And Kendall's in the box. He'll lead it off here. Inning number 8.
Jason Kendall.
Garcia gets set and delivers. Called strike on the outside corner, 0-1.
Well, you go to the 8th inning right here, and obviously the game's getting much shorter here. 2 innings left in this one, and you've got the 1-run lead. But you have to go out there and try to get something going and force them to put the ball in play. Do not give free passes. Do not let them get on base easily.
Got him, 1 away.
Now, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action. With 2 strikes, not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
1 out, nobody on. And Pierre ready for the first pitch. And he lays off one low, 1-0.
1 out right here in the 8th inning. Obviously a critical time of the game right now as we're getting short. Offense.
Swing and a liner to right center. And it's in there, the tying run on board. He's going to try to stretch it. There's the throw. Not even close. He's in there easily at second. Take the risk, and sometimes it pays off, and it does there.
Well, I tell you what, it's a risk. There's no question about it. He got in safely, but I have to consider whether it's a risk worth taking.
Oh, he's on the move for third.
Look out. You got to get out of the way when it comes that far inside.
Pazos, and now the 1-0. Lined up the middle, and it gets down. And they bring across the tying run. A productive hit right there. See the impact on our Pepsi WPA graph. Now, here we go in a big moment. It's Billy Butler. Definitely some clutch production we're seeing out of this lineup, Steve.
Gary, we just saw a quality at bat. They capitalized on the opportunity, and now an opportunity to pull ahead here in this game. So outstanding clutch hitting.
Here's the pitch. Ground ball, Creedy. And Butler retired. Almost fell over when he got to that one. Boy, there's some upper body strength on that.
You have to have great body control to play this game. He certainly showed it there.
And he got him.
There's a real opportunity for Rick Ankiel to come up big for his teammates, Gary.
And he starts Ankiel out. Slider just misses, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Ankiel not making contact. That's going to even this count. Swung on and ripped towards second. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. So they score once on 2 hits. 1 man left. We've got a stalemate going here in Chicago. For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. Now the first pitch. Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1.
Well, climbing the ladder on him right there. He just throws that fastball right by him up in the zone.
In there at the letters, and he falls behind 0-2.
Sometimes when the pitch comes out of the pitcher's hand, you have to say to yourself, I'm going to lay off and wait for the next one. He didn't think he could catch up to it. Good decision.
And the changeup, it's in there. Struck him out, 1 away.
Let's see this one again in KK. Changeup.
And it's Joe Creedy at the plate. Had a home run back in the 6th. The pitch. This ball is hammered deep right. It's back towards the wall, and then he still puts it away.
Designated hitter.
Well, they followed the scouting reports. They moved the outfielders back before the play, and they were in exactly the right position to be able to make the catch. Good coaching.
Tomei gets in. Here's the first delivery. Took something off, and it swung on and missed. 0-1.
A great changeup right there. You see how far out in front of it he is?
Tomei will foul that one away. Can't connect on that. Jim Tomei up empty on a swing. No runs, no hits, no one left on. And coming up, we'll see the Royals. The 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up.
Ninth inning.
Taking account of the ball game, there's Ozzie Guillen. And at this point, every move is critical. He hasn't got any margin for error. And we'll get to see Bobby Jenks pitching. He's been chosen to take over out there. And Steve, as you take a look at this Kansas City lineup, what do you think we're going to see?
Well, you take a look at this big body guy and Bobby Jenks out on the mound right here, and you know.
Hit on the ground, up the middle. He's got it now. One away. Now we take a moment to look at the pitching staffs allowing the fewest free passes this month. Brought to you by State Farm. The White Sox #1, the Royals in 2nd, Tigers 3rd, Red Sox 4th, and at number 5 on the list, the Rays.
You want to make the other team beat you. You don't want to beat yourself. And to do that, you have to throw strikes and limit the walk. You know, in the last month of the season, these two teams have been doing exactly that.
Fastball, got him looking, 2 down.
That's a great strikeout right there, Gary. 3 pitches, and he sits him down. How about that for efficiency?
And it's Alex Gordon now. He's averaged 203 lifetime off the White Sox. 0-1. Jenks kicks and deals. Here's the delivery. And it holds at 0-2. Swung on, hit softly, line to left. And that is in there, the go-ahead run on base.
Well, a big 2-out hit right there. That's his 3rd hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
Jenks with a delivery. On the ground to first. Throw in time forces him at 2nd for the 3rd out. So, take a look at the young manager, Trey Hillman. Tight game here, 9th inning. He's doing everything he can to make sure they don't lose this game. They're going to need extra innings to win it. It's strike 1. Can't make contact on the fastball.
It's hard to get the kind of action you want on a 2-seam fastball.
There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. One bounce onto the wall. We've got a moment to see the State Farm League leaders in slugging percentage.
Well, this is a list of hitters that strikes fear in the opposition pitching. They have to, because they know with one swing of the bat, they can change the score of the game.
So, Alexei Ramirez is batting. And Ramirez settles in. First pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. 2 for 8 lifetime batter against Tejeda. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Anderson will field. And Damon heads for 3rd. And they win it. Game-winning run is across.
Walk-off win for the home team, getting it done in extraordinary fashion. Everybody celebrating.
Well, time to bestow that Pepsi Clutch Performance Award. Joe Creedy, the offensive effort, his today.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
And, Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Well, no question about it. They get the win in a close game, a lot of excitement and enthusiasm, and ready for the next one.
Thanks for being with us today. We hope you've enjoyed 2K Sports Major League Baseball. We wrap it up. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you soon.